Welcome back, everybody, and it is the day that everyone's been waiting for. It is that time of the month. Yes, sir. We're not talking about Ant Flow. We are talking about Freeware Friday. Going forward for the rest of the year, I am going to upload a video on the first Friday of every month focusing on a freeware plane or area, some sort of scenery or something like that, for prepared version 4.4 and whatever else comes out, whether that's 4.5 or 5 or whatever the fuck it is, we will do it. And for the very first Freeware Friday, we are looking at the Grumman Mallard, the G73 that's put out by Rikkoo, I don't know how the fuck you pronounce it. Rikkoo, I don't care. We're going to call it Rikkoo going forward. But this is a pretty awesome flying boat. Everybody likes flying boats, right? If you don't like flying boats, then fuck off. You are not a cool person. Seriously, flying boats are some of the coolest things ever to grace the skies. And this is probably one of the coolest flying boats. It's not the biggest, it's not the smallest, it's kind of the perfect size. Especially for flying around in things like FS Economy or things like that. This particular one is the installer, like I said, comes from Rikkoo. And the model is actually by Milton Shoop. He's pretty much a freeware legend, right, when it comes to flight simulator. The FDE is by Airwinch. And the sounds are by Nigel Richards, textures by Rui Christina. Pretty cool plane, not gonna lie. Really, really cool. The exterior and interior modeling is pretty well done, especially for a freeware plane. On the outside, it definitely looks the part. Everything looks pretty awesome. Textures, they're not HD textures, but, then again, this plane was made a long time before, HD textures came out. So I think, at a scale of, 1 to 10, with 10 being the best and 1 just being absolute shit, virtual call, and we're going to call this probably an 8. It's pretty damn good, especially for freeware. Model-wise, probably about the same, about an 8, No crazy things that just kind of stand out and say, that doesn't look right, or that just looks really blocky. It is definitely a high-quality freeware product when it comes to that. Interior-wise, interior's not terrible. If we walk around the inside of everything in here, then we will see that, it's serviceable. It's an interior of an aircraft. Most of us are flying from the cockpit. Come to the virtual cockpit, though, and then we notice that, it is definitely high quality as far as freeware goes. Crystal clear gauges, everything moves and looks really well. Everything actually kind of, it's clickable. You can click all the little spots and whatnot, which is pretty good. Nothing terribly fancy, but then again, it's freeware. And, it's definitely a capable virtual cockpit in order to get you around to where you need to go. So, once again, on a scale out of, 1 out of 10 or something like that, I would probably give this a 7, It's pretty damn good. And actually, one of the most epic things about this freeware package is the sounds. This thing is pretty badass. Those big radial engines, turn the bass up. It's going to rumble your seat. So I'm going to shut the fuck up for a minute and let you guys hear it. But anyways, guys, we're going to get on with the little flight here. There's going to be a link in the description to download the plane below to work in P3D V4. I think it'll work in FSX as well. So enjoy it, guys.